Hey everybody, it's HaloMan27 and I am back for episode 14 of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. Between episodes, I went up north and I defeated the couple trainers that were up there. In this episode, I figured... I mentioned in the previous episode that there wasn't really anything we could do in the Pokemon Tower right now, but I felt like that wasn't quite enough information on that, so I figured I would actually show you more so why that is. First of all, if you come up here, here's actually Tape. Hey, Rick, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive! I can at least make them faint. Let's go! And he challenges us to Rival Battle number 5. In this battle, you can see he has 5 Pokemon, and he is going to be starting off with Pidgeotto. We were able to do this in the last episode, of course, because I haven't really done anything between the episodes, aside from fight the couple optional trainers. But Pidgeotto goes down. It has Gust, Sand Attack, Quick Attack, and Whirlwind for its moves. He's going to send out Kadabra second, I believe he said. So I'm going to send out City, because City has a dark move, and City should be able to take down Kadabra. No big trouble. Kadabra has Teleport, Confusion, Disable, and Kinesis. I believe they are the same moves as last time. But it was not that I was trying to just avoid this battle or put it off for later. There is, in fact, stuff that we would like to find out about this Pokemon Tower before we go on and move on to the next area. Now, you might think, why are you sending in Kitsune against his Ivysaur? His Ivysaur being level 25 with Growl, Leech Seed, Vine Whip, and Poison Powder, which I think is wrong. I think Growl is freaking supposed to be Sleep Powder. We can try using Ember. Apparently we do in fact outspeed it, but since we are lower level, we are not going to accomplish much. Hopefully we will live through this. A critical hit just for the extra oomph. That is quite unfortunate. We are going to send in Levias because, as we've seen before, Levias can make quick work of his Ivysaur, no problem. But I just wanted Kitsune to show off her little bit of damage that she could do, and I know it wasn't much, but need to get her some experience. She needs to catch up and be on par with everyone else. He's going to use Poison Powder on Levias. Not a big deal, because Levias will finish him off, and then that'll be all Levias needs to do for this battle anyway. So get owned, Ivysaur. Let's see who's next. For his next Pokemon, he's going to be sending out Gyarados. Gyarados is a new one onto his team. It's got Thrash, Tackle, and Bite for its moves. It does not actually have any water moves, despite being a water flying type Pokemon. So I'm actually going to send out Dig Dug, because he cannot exploit the fact that I am weak to him. And since he's flying type, I can hit him with my Rock Slide. Bam! Now this should not kill in one hit, or I'll get a critical hit and he will get absolutely dominated. That was amazing. 1,000 experience for that, which is pretty good too. His last Pokemon is Growlithe. He will be sending that out. Of course, it is a fire type. We've seen them before. Intimidate, and then Bite, Roar, and Ember for its moves. We are going to go ahead and we are going to use Magnitude. And Magnitude 6, could be better. You might notice his Raticate has somehow disappeared. This goes back to something I said long ago on the SS Anne, the story of Blue. Up to this point, we saw him quite a few times. What? You stinker, I took it easy on you too. Basically, there's a theory that his... Oh, how's your Pokedex coming? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the bigger Marowak. Where could they be? I bet there aren't any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, unlike you. Smell you later. That was rude. There's a theory that we critically injured his Rattata or his Raticate on the SS Anne, and he was not able to make it to a Pokemon Center on time, so his Raticate passed away, and that's why he is here in the Pokemon Tower to mourn his passed away Raticate, which is pretty sad. But that is not the entire story of Blue. But, sorry, I want to know what this person said. But even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them. A Silph Scope, eh? Well, what does she mean by not identify? If you come up here to the 3rd floor, you can suddenly encounter wild Pokemon up here if they ever decide they want to do battle with me. Which I might have a Repel up, and that might be why. Or not. Either way, as you can see, it is a mysterious ghost. It's only level 17, but it can't be identified. Since it is like this, we cannot, in fact, do damage to it in any way. Not that Craig could on a regular ghost-type Pokemon. But since we can't really fight the wild Pokemon here, that also eventually means as we progress up the tower, we will likely not even be able to make it through the entire tower, so we would not like to do that. We want to investigate this Silph Scope that person had mentioned, which is why we were originally heading off to the west from this city. I want to heal up my Pokemon before they die from poison, because that would be quite unfortunate. Like I said, the story of Blue is quite sad. I touched on it for a second, but as the theory goes, it starts off his grandpa prefers you over him, even though he is his grandson, which is pretty sad in the first place. He asks his sister not to give you a map, she does anyway. It seems everyone's kind of favoring you, and you keep beating him every time you meet up, and then, wouldn't you know it, you accidentally kill his Rattata, or his Raticate, which is also pretty sad. But the story is not over as the game continues, so we will likely touch on that further as it gets, or as time goes on. But regardless, as sad as it is, we must move on with our journey onto Route 8, where we are continuing because we want to find out about the Silph Scope. None of these battles, I believe, are close to required, except for a couple of these, maybe. Or not, as you can just walk right past them. Being able to take on those trainers, you will get quite a lot of money. A few of these people are also available to be rematched with the Versus Seeker if you choose to do so. If you come right over here, you find out that, wouldn't you know it, I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh wait, there. The road's closed. This road is closed as well, just like the one that we saw before. Quite a while ago. You can skip this trainer as well, and we can head straight into this tunnel. This is another underground path. The department store in Celadon has a great selection. Do you go there very often? Well, I haven't gone there before, but maybe I'll go ahead and do that. We are in another underground tunnel, so we are going to just ride our bike over to the left, as you might expect. And we'll pop out on the other side. As for the second time, I heard a sleepy Pokemon appeared out near Celadon City too. For the second time now, we have biked right past, or right underneath one of the towns. If we actually open up our map, I can show you guys this fact. We have been to this town, we went straight down to here, we came back up, went around, came down here, and then we just went under. So we have still not been to Saffron City, because we took an underground path underneath it both times that we went by. But that is quite alright. From the sounds of it, this guy just said that there is another sleeping Pokemon in the area, so we won't be able to go out of this town by any regular means, but that is quite alright. We'll figure out what we're going to be able to do as we get to that point. On this route, there's a small patch of grass. In that grass, you can find Meowth, Pidgey, Oddish, Bellsprout, Growlithe, and Vulpix, if you did not go ahead and catch one on the previous route. And there's a Team Rocket grunt just walking around. Keep out of Team Rocket's way, he says. Well, that's kinda rude. What do we have here? Celadon Mansion. We're not too interested in that right now, but we do want to come into this Celadon department store. Why not? And this just kind of lets us know what's on all of the floors. Let's actually go upstairs real quick to the very top floor and go to the vending machines, because as those guards have said quite a few times, they are quite thirsty. So we may as well go ahead and grab them a beverage, since we can. You do have to take the stairs the very last time, but here are the vending machines. What does it have? Let's go ahead and grab a fresh water. Or two. And why not a lemonade? Who knows? I don't remember which one we need. Maybe any of them are good. Either way, I'm thirsty. I want something to drink. Give her a drink? Sure. Give her lemonade. Yay, lemonade. Thank you. You can have this from me. And she gives us a TM33. Contains Reflect. It's a move that weakens power physical attacks done by your foe. I'm gonna buy another lemonade. Why not? Yeah. And then I'm gonna go downstairs. There are quite a lot of shops in this area. You can buy, like, TMs, items, like, it's crazy how many things you can buy. We do actually have a couple things in this store that we are interested in buying. But what those may be, I am not going to say quite yet. He's getting a present for his girlfriend. He guesses a Poké Doll would be quite nice. Hi there, may I help you? Oh, well, there's a Poké Doll here. Let's pick one up. Why not? I want one. Here we are. We want a Firestone because we will eventually want a Firestone to evolve our new Kitsune, who just recently joined our party, and I'm going to pick up a Thunderstone for some reason that no one can ever understand but me. Except also you guys, because I'm about to go get party member number 6 immediately after getting party member number 5. We're going straight away and getting another one. How's that for effectiveness? We waited long enough without party members. Or have we? Bum bum bum! Now if you come over this way and you go behind the Celadon Mansion, which you can do just by coming over here and then going up and popping around like this, you can actually go upstairs from the backside. And what is up here, you might ask? Well, there is a random little building on the roof. What is in this random little building on the roof? There's this guy. There's nothing that I don't know, like I wrote on the blackboard. I know about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy Advance. Get together with your friends and enjoy trading Pokemon. Well, what do we have here? Rick obtained an Eevee. Would you like to give a nickname to this Eevee? I will give a nickname to this Eevee. This Eevee, as you may have guessed, because I just bought a Thunderstone, will be getting evolved into a freaking Jolteon. Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I mentioned very much earlier in the Let's Play that we would be getting my favorite Pokemon of all time. And so I'm going to name it Voltali, which is, I said, kind of Italian-ish, but Voltali is the French name for Jolteon, which I thought sounds quite nice, so I figured I would go ahead and name him that. And why don't we go ahead and give him the Thunderstone now that we have it, or now that we just recently bought it. Thunderstone, let's be careful not to use the Firestone. And Voltali is going to evolve just like that. Thunderstone was used on Voltali. What? He's evolving. Bum 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 bum. And just like that, Voltali is turned into Jolteon. Like I said, he is my favorite Pokemon of all time, so I am very excited to have him on my team. As for Kitsune, we're going to be holding off on evolving her for just a little while. There is a move that I want to be able to get on her before anything else. But what can we do in Celadon City now that we are here? There's actually a couple things that we can do. First of all, aside from the Celadon Mansion and the department store also has Pokeballs and stuff like that that I didn't really show off. We have a couple other things that we want to do. Let's see what this guy has to say. What am I to do? Someone stole our Silph Scope. The thief came running this way, I'm sure of it. But I lost sight of him. Where'd he go? We will have to investigate that. What about you, old man? Moan, I blew it all at the slots. I knew I should have cashed in my coins for prizes. Well, what do you have to say, Team Rocket Grunt? What are you staring at? Get lost or I'll punch you. Rude? What the heck, man? As you can see right down here, there is a Celadon City gym with a creepy old man looking into it. We will have to investigate him in the near future. But the first thing I actually want to do is I want to come right over here. Here we have the Celadon Game Corner. What can we do in the Celadon Game Corner, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. Instead of telling you, I'm gonna talk to all these people. It's rumored that this place is run by Team Rocket. That's pretty unfortunate. I think these machines have different odds. Kid, do you want to play? Oops, don't have the coin case. Uh-oh, we need the coin case. Hey, you have better things to do, champ in the making. Celadon's gym leader is Erica. She uses grass-type Pokemon, and at one with nature. She might appear docile because of her flower arranging, but she's not one to be taken lightly. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. These slot games, win or lose, it's only by luck. Games are scary. It's so easy to get hooked. I actually quite enjoy gambling myself. What's up, want some coins? Oops, don't have the coin case. Now that makes a couple people, 3 in fact, that said they would give us coins, but did not because we did not have the coin case. I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. But It's just a poster. Come on, man. Don't be so rude. He's gonna send out Raticate. It's only level 20. Should not be a big deal. We're just gonna Brick Break it, and it should go down in one hit. No problem. Just like that. A critical hit just for extra style points. Why not? Just for funsies. Craig gains some experience. Team Rocket Grunt's going to send out Zubat. If all of our previous Zubats have been any indication, we want to go ahead and send out Levias. I would love to use Voltali right now, but unfortunately he does not have any electric moves yet as he was just evolved. We do actually have a TM that I will likely teach him, but we do have a couple ways of getting some other moves for him that I'm very interested in doing, so I will hopefully be able to do that in the very near future. But just like that, we have defeated this Team Rocket Grunt. The Team Rocket hideout might be discovered. I better tell Boss. And then he just disappears. But, hey! A switch behind the poster, let's push it! That reveals a staircase. That staircase might, you may think, go down to the Team Rocket hideout that he just previously mentioned. We do want to go down there, but we do have some other stuff to take care of first, even though for some reason we're like, well, I mean, it's probably important, but, we can deal with that later. And we will deal with that later, but we will also likely be dealing with it in the next episode. So this has been HaloMan27. In this episode, we managed to get to a new city, we got a new party member, we found a new gym, we found the Rocket hideout. We're gonna start dealing with some of those things in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Goodbye, everybody. I don't know why I didn't mention it when I was walking by, but right here appears to be our first instance of something we have not seen before, and I just kind of waltzed right past it without thinking. But twins Ellie and Ann would like to battle. They sent out Clefairy and Jigglypuff. Here we have our first instance, or at least the first one we've encountered so far, of a double battle. In a double battle, you and your opponent both send out 2 Pokemon at once. And, I mean, they're gonna get absolutely rocked. I walked by this in the middle of the episode, and I was back here, like, doing the battles and stuff. Just off camera, because they're all optional and stuff. And then I looked at it, and I'm like, wait. Why did I not do this? Exactly? So I figured I would just kind of show you guys, because, I mean, not required, but it is something we have not encountered before. But yeah, that is the last battle of this route anyway, so, I mean, yeah. Anywho, see you guys in the next episode.